Okay, so picking up on our test from yesterday, as you can see here, we have the Raspberry Pi plugged into 3D printer, and we're using it to connect to the printer wirelessly. I've managed to SSH into the printer to start the print server. It's using a software called Octoprint and a build of the Raspberry Pi called Octopi. It runs on top of Raspbian. As you can see, we've started the print server here, and then we've opened up the web browser where it gives us our controls for the printer. And you can see I've already got a print loaded and ready to go. Earlier today when we tried the test, we had a couple crashes with the temperature controls not responding. We could heat the printer, but I got no feedback on what the actual temperature was at. And then when I tried my first test print, the print completed, but the software crashed partway through, and so I could not get the printer to respond afterward. I had to reboot the print server in order to get the printer to respond, to lower the print bed, to turn off the heat, all those types of things. So there's been a few glitches with the Octopi or Octoprint software, but besides that, it runs pretty well. So we're going to go ahead and do a test run here just to see how it goes now that we actually have it up on video. I'm going to click on the print. First we're going to show I've got all of my controls. As you can see, we have the printer moving. We have the Z responding. We have our extruding ability. We've got full settings here with temperature adjustments, and you can even add more temperature settings and different setups for different print beds and different materials, things like that. It has some built-in features like a webcam, but we don't actually have a camera set up on the Pi. Once again, this is a solidoodle 3 8-inch print bed. It's loaded with the polyester clear 3D filament, and it's plugged into a Raspberry Pi Series B running Octopi, which is Debian based, or Raspbian based. When we first set up the Raspberry Pi, we had to follow some basic steps here. You can see them. They go through how to install the Python scripts and how to basically set up for your first print. They work pretty well, except for the software crashing every now and then, but besides that, it's been working really well. They even tell you how to set up the web camera and all kinds of different things, how to reboot the server if you run into problems and things like that. So it's a pretty good step-by-step instructions. So we're going to go ahead and test our print here. Okay, so when I come down here, I've got my loaded print job. We're just going to simply click on print, and as you can see, the printer starts. Pause. Temperature, we've got to turn on the bed. I almost forgot to heat up the bed. So we're going to let the bed heat up for a few minutes here, and then I'll run my test print.